بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أهلا ومرحبا بكم. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This video I'll talk in English. This is a TMA 200 T205B, and this is the case study. When you start to solve your TMA, you should have two things to do first. You have to read the books, your material in the book. You should know about it, and you have to read the case study to apply the questions. To apply the questions, to have ability to solve it. Let's talk a little bit about the case study. Case study, first question here to say do the spray diagram. Do spray diagram for this case study. And as you know, anything you have to start with first mind map. Before spray diagram, you do mind map between you and yourself and a small piece of paper or big piece of paper. And then you start do the spray diagram. Spray diagram highlights the important point. So you may use it later on in system map diagram or multiple cause diagram or influence diagram or any diagram it needed for specific interest you need. Now here let's talk about this case study. Okay, I make just a few things here. I make my own spray diagram to I make first the title after reading the case study. My opinion, it's not the answer, just my opinion, okay? Toyota losing millions of dollars because of slow response and communication. Because that, in my point of view, the main problem is a car from the central, and this is the main topic. Main topic came from the middle, and you can draw one blob or two or three blobs, but not further. You just follow the spray diagram conventionals. 2 or 3, that's all. So here is the first. I use usually this mode of doing things. The main topic is car Toyota Lexus accelerating out of control. This is the main cause of the problem, which is what? Everyone in that car in August 2009 killed. And also another piece of information, repetitions of Toyota go down. Here another thing, Toyota belated communication. This is one of the problem, right? And that's why I highlighted here and put it belated. The communication late. They didn't respond, they didn't take the complaints, and they didn't respond to the complaints. They take it seriously, or at least thought that maybe Toyota has contributed the mistake. Maybe the problem is from Toyota, not from the user of the car. They thought no, it's maybe the user of the car makes some problem. So they didn't initiate warning, right? Here it is. NHTSA, which is a national highway transfer system administrator, which is the regulator. They complain with the NHTSA. Okay, ask Toyota why you want to investigate. Who's the problem maker of this problem you want to investigate. Toyota doesn't want to reply to this saying I do. They say I don't know who did the mistake, and they say we want to investigate why. This is another highlight. You highlight this spray diagram about what you think. Okay, this is my thinking here, but you have your own thinking. It's not the solving, I told you. So this is the way. No warning from Toyota. This, I created the spray diagram while I was reading the case study. So mainly the case study is happening because of these things, and then later on Toyota from 2004 until 2010, 8.5 million vehicles has problem. 8.5 million, not only the accelerator, engines problem, brake problem, and accelerator and other problems. So Mr. Akio Toyoda respond that because of expansions and high success, we face this problem. That's what he replies to media. But mainly the problem is the single loop and the hierarchy. Because a single loop prevent from learning. So only one guy who are going to be the sensor here when you want to draw your control model diagram. Here is the process. The process, what is it? The process is manufacture the cars. What to prevent it? The defensive culture. The defensive culture should be supportive culture. That's what's supposed to be here in the process. Supportive culture, so anyone can do mistake. If engineers stop manufacturing, they say maybe he detect some mistake or errors in producing the car. So they stop it without blaming the engineers. Like here, he mentioned it here in the case study. I highlighted here the rigidly centralized. This is the structure, rigidly, and you hear in the book they say it's so clear here. The structure. There is mainly two kinds of structure: rigidity and flexibility structures. So the problem, or it was the structure rigidity that answered the other question, rigidity problem, and if you open page 75, you see three kind of structure. The supposed to be is going to be reciprocal. You give me, I give you. This is reciprocal communication. Reciprocal communications. So it's supposed to be, the structure is reciprocal interdependence. This one is the supposed to be. And what happened in Toyota, the first one, the other one, the pooled or radial. This is answering the other question. And here it is: hierarchical and centralized structure matched this culture. Hierarchical and structure and centralized. This is a problem. This is mainly the structure of Toyota. So because Mr. the owner of Toyota, okay, Akio Toyoda in Japan, so he didn't make the change fast, and Toyota suffer a lot of consequences because of communications very low. So the company here is, you found it here, the company hierarchy, the company hierarchical and centralized structure match this culture, and limiting the speed and accuracy. Limiting the speed and accuracy of information flow. Why we need information? To know, to spot the problem before it starts, and stifling the agility of the corporation's response until the end. So what mainly the feeling in the engineers? Fearful. They are fearful of raising the concern. Fearful of raising concern. If he raise any concern or he say suspect something is not moving all right, they directly blame him and maybe they fire him because he detect a problem and he didn't catch any problem. So he start fear of this culture, and he start pull back and he didn't talk until this problem occur, because they are very fast in producing new cars. So they are very fast in doing a lot of cars. They don't want delay. They don't want any delay of any concern or anything. So they keep silent, afraid of the managers. That's what mainly caused the problem. The structure in here, mainly this is the hierarchical structure. The hierarchical structure. This is the main ID. Just the main ID. The boss here and everybody. The boss doesn't respond to anybody. The other question. Sorry, the time is limited. Okay, that's why I'm in rush. But okay, this one and the other one is the sensor. I told you the sensor maybe. The other question, the sensor maybe is the. In this case, the sensor is the manager, but sometimes is the supervisor or as the company assigned him. And the single loop must be created, the double loop created to adjust the goal. So the goal here must be here another line to go forward to adjust the goal. Here's the actual actuator to change in the process. The process has defensive culture. They change it to supportive culture to allow some slack of resources and efforts to adjust to the goal. And there is another questioning about the slacks. Here it is. Structure assess. This is I just answered it. And this one, the concepts here, assess extent which Toyota structure, culture, climate. This is we just talk about it. And here it is the discuss different perspective on decision making. Assess how the decision making process at Toyota has affected its ability. Affected the ability to respond. Only one guy, Mr. Toyota. Okay, discuss the concept. Learning assess whether Toyota is a learning organization. It's not learning organization. Why? Because the single loop. If it's double loop, it's learning organization. There is another subject in the. It's all in the material. All the answer in the material book, and that's in the. This is just guidelines for you guys. I wish I have face-to-face conversation, so I can talk with you if you have any answer or questions. Thank you. I wish this helped. Thank you, and I wish you better grades. Thank you very much. Bye bye.